appeal to men is an underrated art form. One of the evil things I like to do to men is go on like a Hinge rampage and match with just like a bunch of guys on Hinge like late at night on like a Friday or Saturday night and get them all like riled up, right? To the point where they're all like, come over. And then to all these different men, I'm just like, yes, send your address, like literally on my way. And then just like never showing up. And then I wake up to like all these messages in the morning like, where are you coming, and then I just unmatch them.
This does not bother men the way that you think it does, because they are conditioned fishers. They know that when they throw out a line, they're probably only going to get 5 to 10% back. Even when the fish is hooked for a minute, like they know that most likely that fish is going to get itself off. But the reason why she thinks that this would bother him so badly, it's because that's what bothers women. Meanwhile, the stuff that men go through, this doesn't even come close to that. Maybe if you spend years with a man and he invests in you while you're emotionally detaching and then you discard him like he's nothing, that's the sort of thing that men go through.
So I just pulled up and I have about 10 seconds from the time that garage closes till my wife opens that door and asks what I'm doing. Watch. 3, 2, 1. I knew it.
Okay, wait, I'm so pissed off. I just got home from a date. The guy walked out literally 10 minutes into our date. If you're a straight man, I need your opinion on this desperately because I think I'm right and clearly he thinks that he's right. So we matched on Hinge and I have really good photos of myself on Hinge. A few of them are AI generated. They look exactly like me. While we were out on our coffee / like walking date, within like the first 15 minutes, he asked me where one of my photos was taken. I'm not a liar, so I said that it was an AI generated photo. And he said, yeah, I don't think we're a match. And he left. That seems so dramatic to me. And also like everyone is using AI generated photos. If they look like you, who cares? The ones I use with Dream Ones look exactly like me. They're not like the crappy ChatGPT ones. So what is the difference? Who cares? I don't know. If you're a straight man, let me know. What do you think?
The truth is that it doesn't look exactly like you. So most straight men will consider this as false advertising. And they just don't like it. You know, it's like giving your hopes up right here and then you just like drop down to here once you actually meet the girl. And on top of that, even though you're being honest at that point, like you weren't really being honest in the profile. So that level of dishonesty in itself is unattractive. What I think is kudos to him because he was being open and honest. He ended the date when he knew it wasn't going to go anywhere. And I think that's what dating should be. You shouldn't be wasting each other's time.
I guess my question would be, why are you mad at him and not yourself? You mad at him for the stupid decisions that you made. How does that make any sense?
In our marriage, we divide our household labor. This means that we both contribute to the running of our home in a way that's effective and efficient. I do the laundry and Brian does the dishes. Brian does the grocery shopping and I do the cooking.
I do the outside.
Right? And I manage the inside of the home. And just having that division of labor really ensures that we're both not tired or exhausted and we're contributing to making the home just a better place overall. I also eat on a regular basis. And I find that really contributes to the happiness of our marriage.
I love how right when I thought I couldn't agree more, I ended up agreeing more. But let me be clear, this is not about a selfish, one-sided dynamic where it's all about satisfying his needs and we're not going to talk about her needs. Because it is very clear that this couple has communicated their expectations and their roles within their relationship, which has gotten them to the point where they are both giving and receiving. And that is the greatest place to be in a relationship, where you and your partner feel like you're back and forth on giving a little bit more. This might look like him getting her flowers, planning a date, writing her a love note, getting her those earrings that she's been wanting, or taking 2 things off her plate that she's usually responsible for. Men, you guys have a lot to choose from. But ladies, 99% of men want what she's talking about over anything else.
I will not tickle them. I will only clean that disgusting dirt off your body. Put your hands up in the air now. I'm going to count to 3. Okay. Put your other one up in the air now, too. Thank you very much. Wow. I'm going to get your nasty little dirty legs. Okay. Turn around. Go. I'm going to start
Ladies, this is another reminder that your man isn't going to do things like you, which is exactly why you shouldn't get in the way of it. Because you want your husband to dad like he naturally wants to dad, which is going to look a lot like this, where that man is probably having even more fun than the kids. As if women don't do this. The only difference really is that women will do this without anyone watching them. They'll do it for dinner time when they're eating by themselves. Whereas men, they are just going to eat what they want to eat. So he's going to take the whole box of Cheez-Its to his workplace and he's going to eat it without shame. He doesn't care, which I think is the way to go. Like, you shouldn't really care what other people think about what you're eating. He's eating what he wants. He's probably saving you 2 to 3 Ziploc baggies. Those are expensive, so he is thinking about the budget. He's saving the family money. It just makes sense. And let's be real, he'll just get his full meal, his protein in, his maybe veggies in, maybe not at dinner time. Even if she's not cooking anything for him, even if nobody else is cooking anything, he will run to the grocery store, get a raw steak, he will cook that steak, and he will eat just that. Maybe no sides.
Guy better pay attention to me tonight. I'm so sick of this shit. Touch him, buy a drink. I mean, it's like very simple.
Yeah, except guys know it's not this simple, which is why most of these men, I have said this before, they're either chilling, working, or just avoiding people.
Stop. Why are you doing that?
Dude, let me have my moment. My God, bro.
You're not a baseball player. Stop.
Then women wonder why men want to go to their buddy's house to watch the game instead of staying at home. Because you rained on his parade. He was having a blast, and did you see how quickly that man sat down? This is not the first time.
So you really decided to take me out on a date to Subway?
Yes.
Do you not have money for something nicer? I thought we were gonna go do something else, not this.
I do have money. I just don't have high faith in you.
Why would you say that?
I feel like you're in it for the money and not for me.
Of course I'm in it for the money.
See, that's why I brought you to Subway. To see what your true character was.
You wanted to see what my true character was by taking me to a rundown place like this. I got dressed this morning. I got up and I got ready and I took a shower and I did all the basics just to come somewhere nicer.
If you guys are not doing this, even if you have plenty of money, you are missing out on the opportunity to clear your date of the biggest red flag. Because if a woman likes your personality and she's attracted to you, she is not going to care how much money you spend on the first date. At the very least, maybe she doesn't like the food, but she will not verbalize it. Because she likes you. If she doesn't like you, she may not make that obvious if she's getting nice things from you. But she will make that obvious if she's not getting nice things from you. So guys, do not miss out on the opportunity. Take her to Subway. I mean, if you like Subway.
If a girl's body count being high is a red flag, then a guy's bank account being low is a red flag. Don't be mad at me.
Except that one is materialistic and the other one is an indication of morals and beliefs and emotional availability. And I'm not the one that said this originally, but his bank account can go up and your body count can't go down.
That moment when you meet up with someone in person that you met online and you're just thinking, oh, you left the filter at home, or how's that work?
I'm sure you get this a lot, but is there any way I could get your number?
I'm sorry, it's gonna be enough for me.
Why?
I just started dating this girl. It's getting pretty serious. I don't mean any offense by it. It's just that it's getting serious. I don't want to like mess with that at all. So
she doesn't have to know necessarily, you know.
Unfortunately, now you said that, she kind of does.
Get your number, and you can, you know, change my contact name, and you know, it could be totally fine.
It's a funny thought.
You know the drill. You know the drill.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I get that. I'm just like, it's not really my thing. She's been great to me. I'm going to be great back to her. It's just where I'm at right now. So, again, I appreciate it. Don't mean any offense by it, but I'm going to kind
of taking offense by it. I mean, normally when I ask guys for their numbers, they give it to me. So I'm just like a little confused.
This is a prime example of a woman that doesn't understand that this is most men. I said it, most men are good men. But there are so many women out there that believe the opposite. This is clearly one of them because she just cannot understand his answers. And I think that it is clearly reflective of her own values. So much so that even if that man didn't have a girlfriend, he would have lost all potential attraction.
I'm just wondering, I guess, why she can't take no for an answer. It's simple.
I'm sorry. What is that?
This is the smoked salmon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
rabbit onion. Rabbit onion. It doesn't. You can't just bite into it.
I gotta be honest, this is like one of the top worst nightmares of a girlfriend for a man, because that man is not going to be able to do anything right when it comes to this territory, right? Another woman speaking to him in front of his girlfriend, and she's not super friendly to his girlfriend. That is just not going to be okay with that girlfriend ever. For that man, if he continues that relationship down the line, that's not going to get better. That's going to probably get worse, or at least stay the same. He's not going to be able to have any female friends for sure, and he's not going to be allowed to talk to strangers without having some sort of emotional damage to his girlfriend. That is just exhausting.
Anybody else's boyfriend makes 3 racks of ribs on a Monday after he works and churro cheesecake cookies. Can I have a cookie?
Rachel is the first one that has to get one because she wanted them. She's in bed.
Rachel's our 6-year-old daughter.
Yeah, and I made those cookies because she wanted me to, and I wanted her to feel special. So she gets to have the first one, so she feels special. You can't have one.
That makes sense.
So far.
That's very nice.
This is so messed up because that dad spent time making something special for his daughter, and the mom knowingly gets in the way of it by stealing a cookie. And let's be clear, it's not because she really wanted a cookie. She could have made her own cookies or gone to the store. The mom did this intentionally, which indicates that she wanted to prevent that moment, that core memory of her daughter feeling unconditional love from her father.
So dude in the comments said, I totally get the idea, but also if she's asleep, how would she know if mom had a cookie? Great question. But I think it just comes down to respect and the principle behind it. If a man were to do something in reverse, a lot of women say, well, it's the principle. I mean, we can go past cookies and whatever it is. Whenever a man doesn't do something that a woman wants to be done, and then he says, well, you know, it's not really that big of a deal. Don't say it's not that big of a deal. It's the principle. It's the principle. This is just how it is for me. So if he says, hey, I'm saving it for her because this is what she wants, so I want to do something special for her and give her the first cookie, then I think that's the honorable thing to do.
And women out here wonder why there's a huge group of men that are done dating and done with relationships. Because that man is not impressed. He actually thinks that lady now is probably the most unattractive person in the room. And now he understands that women can be extremely disloyal, even right before she's about to marry a man. And over time, if he has enough of these experiences, he'll probably become one of those guys that don't want a relationship and just want to chill in peace. If you go for the guy that treats you like trash because he's exciting, just remember that that man is not afraid to lose you. And that's because he doesn't really care for you that much. And you're never going to change that. So once you date a few of these guys, one after another, that's when you're going to look around and say, where are all the good guys? And I'm going to tell you, that good guy left your friend zone years ago to find his queen. I don't know about you, do what you want, but I'd rather be the queen.
Nothing will make a man run faster than a girl about to sprint past him. It's a race. He's sprinting past these people too. You guys just don't like men. Like, skill issue, for real. Call your fathers and apologize.
Where the hell do y'all be finding these men that are obsessed with you? Good fathers?
It's gonna sound harsh, but guys will agree. One woman's trash is another woman's treasure. You'll find us if you go dumpster diving. We've been discarded. You'll find the best boyfriends and husbands on the island of misfit, broken-hearted boys. Men are simple creatures. We're a lot like dogs. Like, picture a rescue dog at the animal shelter. They always make the best companions. They're always loyal, loving, appreciative. We're the exact same way. We did everything right, but we were discarded. So when someone finally comes along and picks us, we're just like, oh my god, this is fantastic. Good boyfriends and husbands are forged in the fires of evil exes. If you see a newly single girl wilding out in Miami on a girls' trip, just going crazy on her Instagram and Snapchat stories, look for her ex. He's alone in a cage somewhere, probably doing push-ups. You finally find that guy that moves heaven and earth for you and does everything that you've ever dreamed of. You have no one else to thank but that woman that ate his heart and cracked it out like an In-N-Out burger. Nobody loves more than the brokenhearted.
But there's this facial expression that men do that I've actually never seen women do. And I'm gonna see if I can replicate it here. But it's like when somebody is explaining something, I don't know if it's more like their reasoning behind something. But anyway, so this is the look that like men will give. It's this like weird, I can't even do it because I've never made the face before.
It's literally the, are you sure about that face? But he doesn't want to hurt your feelings, so he's going to be quiet. He's going to let you get to your point. And then he's going to very gently nudge you towards the truth. You guys can imagine the comments on this one, but a lot of weightlifters have weighed in on this and they have said that this is actually the quickest and best way to remove the weight off of her. And what I think should be appreciated is that that man did not even hesitate. She asked for help and he gave her help as quickly as he could without really processing it. But what I fear is that this type of video makes it to the wrong side of social media, you know, like the feminist side, and the man gets torn apart for how he removed the weight from her. What this would lead to is obviously him getting criticized, which is not fair, but also other young men will see this and it might cause them to react differently to a similar situation if it occurred to them. And that to me is not okay. We're not making the world a better place in that case. But what do you guys think?
My husband and I have been married for 17 years. We got to the biggest fight we've ever gotten into, ever, over our toilet water. You tell me if I'm overreacting, because I really don't think I am. Okay, so here's what happened. Every single time I go out of town, my husband's incredible. Like, I travel a lot for work. I come home. He's so great about cleaning the house, doing the laundry, you know, keeping up with the kitchen. The house is always immaculate when I come home. Somehow this man got it into his head that, you know what would be really cool is if you put one of those giant blue hockey discs in the back of your toilet water so that every time you flush, the toilet comes out blue. The toilet water comes out blue. Like it's like we live at a 7-Eleven or something. So I come home, I'm using, like, I go to the bathroom and I'm like, why is the water blue? And he's like, oh, I bought these things to put in the back of the toilet. I was like, what were you doing at the store? Looking at the aisle of all the things for cleaning items for the house where you thought that would be a good idea. Take me through that. He's like, you're making such a big deal. You're being so dramatic. I'm like, I am not being dramatic. So for a month, I'm flushing the toilet and it's still blue. And I'm complaining about it every day. I'm like, Nick, I can't live like this anymore. I cannot live with the blue toilet water. So literally, like, we're laying in bed the other night and I just go on TikTok, like, how do I empty the back of my toilet tank so I can, so that I can get rid of this blue water. I literally, like, put in the search bar, how do I empty the back of a toilet tank? He gets up in a fury, like, oh my God, you're making such a big deal about this. When did you get so highfalutin? Blah, 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 blah. You've changed so much. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, changed so much. Like, we live in a pretty nice neighborhood. Like, it's 2024. Like, what are you doing where you think this was a good idea? So that night, he emptied the toilet bowl somehow. I still don't know how to do it. And it's great. It looks good now in the main bathroom, but not the master.
This might surprise some of you, but I do think this is a big deal because that man is clearly not appreciated for anything more than toilet water. So yeah, I do think this is a big deal. That man is absolutely justified in his reaction. And honestly, he needs to set some boundaries to ensure respect and appreciation for everything he does in that relationship. And that man better not say sorry when it somehow gets turned around on him.
You got into an argument with him because he cleaned the house? Did he clean? I mean, all right, whatever.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Did you say that my daughter is rude?
Yeah, I did. She gave me the finger.
Well, I wouldn't have done that if he wasn't being a slow ass.
Are you serious, Amelia? Well, listen, whether she gave you the finger or not, then maybe you should have gotten out of her way.
Yeah, I know. I'm old. I'm kind of slow.
So that means that you get to tell her she's rude?
Well, she's rude. She's rude.
But she's not rude. She's only 7.
Well, I thought she was being rude.
But were you in her way?
Probably.
So don't you think that maybe you don't own the store just because you're driving a cart? I think that you think all this is funny, and it's not funny, sir.
Well, I'm her elder, and she needs to show me a little respect.
Well, maybe you need to not think that you own the store because you're driving a cart.
First of all, that poor man deserves better. He deserves respect. And second of all, you wonder why girls grow up to be women that cannot take accountability? This is why. It's because mom is standing there taking away any ability to learn accountability. The mom is also probably why there's no dad standing there straightening out his daughter.
You're not going to believe this. The other day, my husband was looking at our 2-year-old and he said, "Your nails are so short. They're always so short." And then he looked over at me and said, "How come her nails don't grow? Does that mean she has like a vitamin deficiency?" Keep in mind she's 2, and what this means is he has never cut or filed her nails in over 2 years. So I started thinking, wow, he doesn't know that I do that. I wonder if he knows how her butt gets clean. I wonder if he has any idea why her teeth are always white. There must be so many things he doesn't know or doesn't have to worry about. How amazing that must be. If I could change places with anyone in this world, I think it would be my husband. What a privileged man. In his world, the mini trash cans empty themselves. His mirror never has toothpaste splashes on it. Little by little, his house becomes more aesthetically pleasing and he has no idea how or why. He doesn't have to worry about giving the children their vitamins. He lives in a world where he doesn't know that you have to vacuum under the cushions of a couch. Tag your husband if he's one of the elite and knows these things.
The problem that I have with this video is not that she's picking out one particular thing that she always does for her child while leaving out a lot of things that he probably does all the time, such as building stuff like that deck. That's not it, because I think that every relationship has that to some degree. It is all about the teamwork. But that is not where she ends the video. She does bash her husband because she goes on to list 3 other things that he never does that she only takes care of, and then she calls him privileged. So other creators, they're calling it out. And there has been a response video that I've seen. It's just as bad, but I don't know yet if I'm going to do a response video on that. If you guys really want it, let me know.
I mean, she's sitting there watching this man work on the deck. I mean, that looks like new wood to me. So it looks like he's actually doing work. And he has this little girl right there showing her how to do work. Isn't that something? But you don't see him on TikTok talking about, look what I'm doing. Look at me. Look at all the stuff that I'm doing around the house. Get over yourself.
He wants a sandwich. You make daddy a sandwich. Most of the time. No. Let me ask you this. Well, okay, let me ask you this. If me and you out and somebody say something slick to you, you punch him in the face. You want me to smack him in his mouth, right? That's right. So if I take you on a date and I say, look, baby, we gonna go Dutch. No. Exactly. If we walking up to the car and I don't open your car door, what do you say? Open the door. You better believe it. Yeah, no, I am with you. I think. So you make daddy a sandwich. I think I will after I get out of the shower.
Exactly. When you ask a man to do something, then it's a demand. It's not even a request. It's a demand. You need to be doing it right now, no delay. But when he asks you to reciprocate, all of a sudden this world bit me on my pinky toe, can't move. TV fell on top of me, can't move. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich that I ate earlier, not sitting right with me, can't move. And a whole host of other nonsense just to try to get out of doing stuff for him.
Isn't this easy? Isn't this easy? Woo, just made it home, didn't hit a single curve for the millionth time in a row. Hey, isn't this easy? So what you're telling me is you've had a rough day and you want to be left alone, don't want to talk to anyone, and don't want to hear about my problems. Okay. Hey, isn't this easy? Yeah, it sure was hot outside today, 120 degrees to be exact. But you know what? I didn't about it, and I just cleaned the yard. Hey, isn't this easy? Well, you know, it happens. It's out of my control, nothing I can do about it. Life goes on, won't let it bother me. Hey, isn't this easy?
I've had my husband blocked on TikTok for years because, like I've said before, my activity on the internet is none of his business. But recently I was feeling kind, so I unblocked him. And at first his intrusion into my internet life started slow. It was him liking my videos. It was him sending me things. It was fine. I didn't love it, but it was fine. But recently, he's crossed the line. We were chatting this morning, and he just casually looks at me and he goes, I see you followed somebody named Girthmaster. None of his business. And I didn't know what to say, so I just got red in the face and was like, I didn't say any, I fumbled, I didn't, and it just, this is my private space, this is my private internet. He's about to get blocked again, I swear to God.
All I know is that if my man had me blocked on social media, my feelings could not withstand it. Even if my man watched all my content that popped up on his feed, but he just one time swiped to the next video before the end of my video, my feelings could not withstand it. And I understand having a private space, but isn't it your relationship that's the private space? Not the space between you and your followers or the people that you follow? I don't know, do what you want, but a good rule of thumb, I believe, is that if you wouldn't do it in front of them, you shouldn't do it.
Well, I would say the response to this, if it were you and you found out that he was following somebody that was questionable or suspicious in your eyes, then you would probably storm in there when he was trying to have dinner or, maybe a snack right before bed at the end of a long day, and you would be hollering and screaming, shoving the phone in his face. Who is this? Who is this? Unfollow her now. Block her. How could you? You're sleeping on the couch. Post them all over TikTok about how he's a terrible husband. Go around town making your rounds, talking to your friends and your family and your pastor and the dog about how terrible he is as a person, a human being. But when he talks to you, first of all, you have him blocked on social media, and that's weird. When he talks to you about, hey, this looks suspicious, then all of a sudden you don't want to take accountability and say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna unfollow this guy, and I need to tighten up. I need to tighten up. The games are over. I don't need to be doing that.
No, don't.
If you feel like your man is neglecting you because of video games, I do not recommend doing this. Because what this says to him is that you don't care what he's working on or enjoying at that moment. You're making it all about you and what you want. But if you really want to change this dynamic because maybe he's doing too much of it, you need to first remind him that he loves you. And no, I'm not talking about verbally, just telling him. I'm telling you to show him the qualities that he loves. And I can tell you that going and turning off his game like that is not exactly one of those qualities. The truth is that when you are a shining star in a good man's life, that will never change. If he's feeling like you're being the woman that he married or that he started off with, which obviously you are, but a lot of times women let other things get in the way. And if you do this and he doesn't change, then he's not the right man for you.
So I was looking through my man's phone because we were about to write a note on his phone. Let me see it. Let me show them what I saw. I was about to be so mad at him. You can see it. It says future wife. And it has our first date, February 22nd. Dunkin' order. Oh, my Dunkin' order. Wears gold jewelry. Oh my gosh. Hates tomatoes, hates olives. Chipotle order. You have the flowers I like too? Bubby. Oh my gosh. Favorite artists, Olivia Rodrigo, Taylor Swift, Lil Baby still on there. Zach Bryan. Oh, my sizes too. What's that for? Oh, like gifts and stuff?
Time and time again, women do not realize how far in advance a man knows he's going to marry you. And a good man at that is going to make sure that he knows all of these things about you. What I personally love is that this man obviously gets her food quite often because he had like 4 different meal options. The man is smart. He knows what he's doing.
What's scary is that you have some women out there that would see this and call this the bare minimum. They might actually even go a step further and say, the fact that he had to write this down in notes, that ruins the surprise for me. Because now I know he's keeping tabs on me like a creeper. And I don't want a creeper. What are you, Ted Bundy or something? Break up. Divorce.
Most men will only experience unconditional love from their mothers, and some of us don't even get that.
Most of us have never even felt appreciation or respect without conditions or hidden intentions. We don't know what it sounds like to hear, I see you, and I'm proud of you. I'm glad you're here. You really make a difference, yet the expectation is to constantly be displaying the strength and love that the world is hesitant in conveying. We're expected to have a thick skin but get judged if it turns to a hard shell. The first step in being a man is ignoring the hunger. Cause yes, boy, you're gonna be starving. Starved of attention, starved of affirmation, starved of love, starved of being told that you are enough. Step 2 in being a man is comfortability with replaceability. You are only as good as you are useful. You are only as valuable as you are needed by others. Should there ever come a day, boy, where you fail to provide everybody with a smiling face, then do not be surprised when they say all men do is take up space.